Oh, wise and mighty Google, tell me about the renowned Greek philosopher Plato and his concept of forms.
According to Wikipedia, the theory of forms, theory of ideas, Platonic idealism, or Platonic realism is a philosophical theory of metaphysics developed by the classical Greek philosopher Plato. The theory suggests that the physical world is not as real or true as forms. The Platonic ideal is the perfect, absolute, and eternal forms. Everything in the natural world is derived from the forms, but only as an imitation or impression of those forms.
If that is so, is there an ideal or archetypal form for a pasta bowl?
Sorry, I don't understand. But I found something else. Do you want to know what shape is a pasta bowl? On the website bonappetit.com, they say, pasta bowls are wide, low, and shallow, essentially plates with high walls, boasting the best that both plates and bowls have to offer.
Okay, what are these things? Help me out. Rice bowl, dessert bowl, soup or salad bowl, pasta bowl, serving bowl. This is a suggestion for intermediate potters. Try to visualize clearly what it is that you want to make, sketch it, come up with some dimensions, and then work on your throwing. Think about form and function, and when you finally get the piece out of the kiln, take it home and use it for a while and see how it works. Careful design is very important, and it takes a long time to visualize and design a piece, execute it, test it, work out all the bugs, but it's really worth it. You can probably visualize each of these kinds of glasses when I mention their names, and it would be very useful if you could do exactly the same for an assortment of bowls. Here are the glasses: martini glass, whiskey sour glass, beer glass, wine glass, champagne flute, margarita glass, rocks glass, shot glass, brandy snifter. I have a list in my studio of 50 different things that I could make. Functional pieces with unique names and unique intended uses. I bet you can easily list 10 different kinds of bowls. A good project is to write down those 10 things and then sketch them and visualize them in use with a particular kind of food in them. Maybe even write down a recipe that you would associate with that piece, and then make each of those pieces. How big is a berry bowl? How wide is a pasta serving bowl?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Google, would you be quiet? Think of a souffle dish. What constitutes a souffle dish? They're usually about this big in diameter, have straight sides, you bake in them. What about a ramekin? What about a brie baker? Or a pie plate? Or a pasta serving bowl? The list goes on and on and on and on. Try to visualize each piece with food in it on your table when you're using it. If you can think through what you're going to make from beginning to end, straight through, even down to the glaze that you want to put on it, that will help you design and make much more interesting pottery. How deep is the salad bowl for serving? How many people are going to be eating salad? Are you going to serve 10, 5, 3? When you eat cereal, what kind of cereal do you eat? Is it light and fluffy or is it granola? If it's granola, you probably want a fairly small bowl. Hey Google, what is a souffle dish?
According to Wikipedia, a souffle is a baked egg dish originating in France in the early 18th century. Combined with various other ingredients, it can be served as a savory main dish or sweetened as a dessert. The word soufflé is the past participle of the French verb souffler, which means to blow, breathe, inflate, or puff.
Hey Google, what is the shape of a souffle dish?
Round. On the website theseasongourmet.com, they say, one of the tricks to making a perfect soufflé is using a round, straight-sided dish with an outset lip at the rim. The straight sides of the dish push expanding egg whites in the round shape of this classic 14-ounce porcelain ramekin soufflé dish uniformly distributes heat.
Google can be so incredibly helpful. So here is the souffle dish. It's about 4 inches high, straight-sided, as Google recommended. Here's a berry bowl and a bread bowl. I make a lot of sourdough bread. It's nice and deep. Back here is a bowl that I use for fruit. This is something I just throw trash in. This is for composting, and a tea bowl full of sponges and a Don Hedman mug. Okay, that's the Potter's kitchen. That's the Potter's cat. This is Dan Vito at Fireborn Studios. If you like this, please click the like button, subscribe, and check out the links to my websites down below.